Many thanks again for rejoining us on the program TMI on the ITV network. Just a few days ago, specifically on Wednesday, June 12th, Nigeria celebrated Democracy Day, a day that has become synonymous with democratic practice in Nigeria, relating to the experience that we had in 1993, June 12th to be specific, when Chief MKO Abiola won convincingly one of the freest, fairest election Nigeria has ever had. But unfortunately, the military junta led by President Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida annulled that election under very spurious circumstances, which was orchestrated also by the political class, the elites. And we have since moved away from there. But unfortunately, some of the things that were done at that time, or some of the things that were not done at that time, depends on how you want to look at it, they are living with us today till tomorrow. And it's redefining how democratic practice in Nigeria is going forward. But what is the way out of this logjam is going to form part of our conversation. I have with me here in the studio the president and founder, Pasadena Coalition Initiative, is also the Deputy Director General, Edo South, in the APC Campaign Council. Pasadena, thank you for joining us on the program.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Kosu. How are you?
Oh, well, good to see you.
It's nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yes.
Okay. Democracy is 25 years old in Nigeria.
Yes.
At least maybe 25 years old and some few days against the background of the June 12th Democracy Day that has been established in this country. But we are still bogged down by the issues of non-performance, the issues of lack of internal democracy, the issue of intra-party squabbles, no roads, no electricity, no water. Mr. President is saying Nigerians, citizens, they need to sacrifice. And I was saying a while ago that Nigerians have been sacrificing, grading their own roads, tarring their own roads, providing electricity, providing water, and several other things. Why is it so hard for us to firm up our democratic practice against the background that this is a system of government that is functional, operational in other climes, and is working effectively, efficiently, making government to work for the people as it's supposed to be?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Kosu. You see, governance is a serious business. It's a very serious matter. It's not what you take lightly. And that is why democracy is very important and very useful to good governance. And that is the main reason why, as a people, we must get it right when electing people. We just have to get it right, because it has a lot of relationship with good governance. So when you get it right, electing people who are serious-minded, who are mentally sound, who are mentally stable. Sometimes I say we should examine, we should begin to subject some of our people who are vying for political office. We should begin to subject them to mental assessment, mental health assessment, because it is very important. Because if you look at those states, you begin to see that there has been issues around emotional instability, issues around people at the helm of affairs that are causing problems here and there, and causing conflicts. And because when you heat up the polity and you bring up policies or initiate policies that cause issues and cause problems, you revoke CFO arbitrarily. You dispossess people of their land arbitrarily. You destroy people's business arbitrarily. What it does is that it drives away and scares away foreign investors. Because all these things have relationship. There must be stability. There must be political stability. Even in policies, there must be stability. And those policies must make sense, must be reasonable, must be rational, and must be friendly before you can attract foreign investment. Our governor here, Governor Obaseki, have spent 1.77 billion going on foreign trips here and there. over the last years just to bring foreign investors. But where are they? No.
So how do you substantiate that?
The NBS. You go to NBS.
Okay.
The statistics are there.
Okay.
Now, you will see that no foreign investor, because the environment is not conducive. The government must be healthy. A situation where government goes after conflict, cause conflict here and there, then there is always a problem. But however, I want to say this very clearly, that since 1999 we've achieved certain level of political stability. Let us not rule that out. It took time to entrench, and it's been entrenched gradually. And we've achieved that stability. That is a plus. Okay. But in terms of governance, we have not got it right at all. And it boils down to political leadership, as well as people we elect into office. Now, I keep saying it, that the policy you make today can affect the lives of children yet unborn. You sum it up just now to say that the decision of Babangida, we are still, the impact is still being felt today.
Okay.
You see, and that is what governance is about. So when you make mistake, or when you make arbitrary decisions, you are setting, it is either you are setting your state back another 20, 30 years, or you are affecting negatively lives yet unborn. You see, that is the issue. That's why I said just now that it's a serious business, and we must begin to look at potential political office holders, and we begin to look at their meta state.
Okay,
it's the key, because it goes a long way to.
Let me just take you on this point.
Yes.
If you look at the pre-independence era,
yes,
and then the earliest part of the post-independence era,
yes,
Nigeria seems to have developed faster in terms of what structure we operated and the system of government we operated, and then the level of intra-party democracy, internal democracy. So how come all of these values and virtues, they've been eroded in our political process, in our political system?
Yes. But we are not the only country operating this kind of system. But it's just that we have not operated it effectively. If you go to America, it's the presidential system of government. They have devolved power to the states,
okay,
very effectively. It's all about devolution of power and bringing this power down to the local government. Now, I can tell you that what has impeded seriously on governance in this country is the local government that have been destroyed completely. Now, because the local government is another tier of government. It's not a department of the state government. So one of the areas that have destroyed governance in this state is the local government that are under the appendage of the state government. And that is one of the major reasons, because the local government, they are the closest to the people, okay, the closest to the communities, the closest to citizens. And by the time you destroy that arm of government, you cause a lot of problems. And that is why the governance in this country, they are struggling. The states are struggling. Federal government is struggling. The reason is because we need to, and I think our President Tinubu, is trying to get it right. He has taken the 36 state governors to the Supreme Court, because they had to look at that Section 7 again and see if truly is a department of the state. Because a lot of the state governors are saying, no, the third tier of government shouldn't even exist. Many of them are saying that it should be under the state government. And when you look at it, they conduct election. If you look at all the states that are being controlled by a particular party, we win all the local government. And that, for me, that is an aberration. When I was a councillor in 1999, we were 10 councillors.
10.
5 from one party, 5 from another party. Our chairman was from another party. We had a balance.
So you had 3 political parties in that local government?
No, we had 2.
2, okay.
The chairman was from one party with 5 councillors.
Other, okay.
Then I was a PDP councillor, okay, and we were 5.
Okay.
Balance governance. Their allocation was coming directly as well to the local government.
Okay.
And we were able to deliver. And that is where they got it wrong. So I am very happy and glad that and that is why, even if you want to go through constitutional amendment, the state governors, we collaborate with the manipulate their
House of Assembly.
House of Assembly. House of Assembly, you know what is happening. But there was a time we had the House of Assembly in Benin here, in Edo State, that voted against their own interest, voted against their own financial autonomy. So that is the problem. So if you want to go through that, I think the President will have looked at it. If I wait for amendment, it might not even get through. So that is why it's going straight to the Supreme Court to look at it again. And I'm happy. And I pray that the Supreme Court ruled on this and put a finality to this. Because the local government is an arm that is very important. And unfortunately, it's the local government that has been disarmed by the state governors. And that needs to stop.
Okay.
That is with the whole area. I see that we are not getting it right.
Okay. Let's quickly talk about some of the happenings in the build-up to the state governorship election. Your party, the APC, is bogged down by what some have called anti-party activities by prominent members. Either they are defecting or they are coming out outrightly, openly, to support a candidate that is not of the party. What does this portend for the party? Is this healthy?
I'm not aware of so many people, as you have alleged, campaigning against our candidate. If you could mention some names, I might be able to give you some response to that.
Okay, if you want to mention,
let me finish. This is a political season. We have people decamping from PDP to APC. So many have decamped. I said it here last time that APC have been the highest beneficiary in this state of those that are decamping. We have received the highest number if you are doing your statistics right. We've also received a lot of big names. In my local government, Nusa Adams, a very prominent politician in my local government, decamped with all the full structure from Ward 1 to 10. We have 10 wards. All the local government, all the ward executive from Ward 1 to 10. Over 300 members of PDP left the party to our party. You understand what I mean? So that has been the movement. So we received the out, and this will continue. It's just the beginning. We are going to receive. We are going to start receiving. We are going to begin to receive more because we know that a lot of work is being done behind the scene regarding that particular aspect of politicking.
Okay.
So it is also normal for very few to also leave our party to the other party. It's just normal.
But those people leaving, there are quality people who are saying that they are leaving because of the competence level of your candidates.
When you say quality, yes. I don't know what you use in assessing quality people. What do you mean by when you say quality people? Is it that there are people that have no quality? I'm asking you a question. When you say quality people, what do you mean by that? That is kind of language or words. I don't think it's I think it's demeaning. For me, I do not agree that there are quality people here, there are quality. As far as I'm concerned, we are the highest recipients of those living other political parties.
What difference would all of this make?
It does. Because of course, politics is about people. It's about human beings. The more you decimate other political parties, the lesser work you do. And apart from that, on the day of election, you have people who are there effectively voting for you and also mobilizing people on ground to vote for you. So you have a whole lot of people who are prepared to vote for you. So it's about numbers. Democracy is about numbers. So the more you get people to your side, the better for you. And the chances of victory. And that is
it's a very difficult campaign for the APC in Edo State.
No, not at all.
Because of the performance level of the state governor in terms of impact project development. Yes.
The PDP has failed the state. We know that now. Let us not debate that too long. Let's not flog that too long. The PDP government led by Governor Godwin Obaseki has failed the state. The rain, when rain falls now, you can't leave. Just 30 minutes rain in Benin. You can't leave your office. Last time I said you should come and meet me at Puselu, you couldn't drive from here to medical store. You couldn't. Let's be honest. 30 minutes rain, you can't leave your house. No comprehensive drainage system, no good roads. Over the last 8 years, Governor Obaseki have borrowed a lot of money, borrowed 40 billion to prosecute Edo Best, go to schools. Take time to go to schools. All the schools, no physical infrastructure. Go to schools, no teachers, no learning facilities. He borrowed 40 billion, MBS as well. 40 billion, nothing to show for it. Absolutely nothing. No good roads, no good health care. A state where you destroy specialist hospital. I don't know what is even building there. Do you know what is building there? Some people said it's building museum. Some people said it's building shopping mall because you keep building shopping mall. Building shopping mall in a state where people are relatively poor. Where you go and buy one bread for 6,000 naira. Have you been to any of these shopping malls? You can't even afford it. You buy bread from the streets because, of course, that is where you will get the cheap bread. So there are infrastructures. Last time he brought former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to come and commission the project that had been commissioned 50 years ago. No project, nothing. He couldn't, there was no project. 50 years ago, that project was commissioned.
So were you expecting that project to remain the way it was? Those infrastructures to remain the way they were? Hold on. Do you need to? But you can't say this to civil servants who are today enjoying 70,000 naira minimum wage that the federal government is even finding difficult to pay.
Do you need to recommission the project that have been commissioned? That is the issue. Do you need to recommission because you don't have any project? You didn't start any project. You didn't initiate any project at all. You show me one project that Governor Obaseki initiated and completed in 8 years. Absolutely no. It's all this.
Okay, let me take you on the point. Let me take you on the point. You mentioned the issue of flooding, but it's on record that the APC government initiated the storm water project. Yes, where over 30 billion was taken as loans to fix that problem. Yes. So if the APC has fixed that problem before now, I'm sure today we'll be talking about flooding. If it's so real.
APC, he was part of that government. Listen, he was the economic.
But he wasn't the governor. No. But he wasn't the governor.
No, let me correct you. You are making mistake here. Edo storm water project, 30 billion was borrowed to fix that problem, and it was being fixed. The government of Obaseki was supposed to be a continuum. It was supposed to be continuity. It was an APC government, if you remember, when he came into power. It was supposed to continue with that project. Government is a continuum, and that is why we cannot isolate or divorce Aswe Ighodalo from the performance, or if there is any, of Governor Obaseki, because government is a continuum. You understand what I'm saying now? A vote for Aswe is a reinforcement of Governor Obaseki's failure. Do you understand what I'm saying? A vote for Aswe is a reinforcement, and you don't reinforce failure. Now, he was supposed to continue that. When he came, he went on his own voyage, abandoned the project completely. That is what happened. Government is not, look, in advanced country, you initiate project that last 25 years, 30 years, 40 years. It doesn't necessarily mean because you are in government, you start a project, you should finish it. No. You can initiate project, and that is why we are having issues in this country. You can initiate project that lasts for 20 years. The other government is supposed to, most of train lines that you see takes 20 years, 30 years to complete. Railway, it takes years. The government is supposed to continue with such projects because they are viable projects, they are important projects. Now, the Edo Storm Water project was supposed to remove flood from Benin. That was the essence of that project. All he needed to do is to just continue. He was part of that government. He was the economic advisor. And that project was vital. But just because of his bad politics, wicked kind of politics, he decided to abandon that project. And that is why we are but let me tell you the good thing about all these things. If you give us good governance, you will enjoy it yourself. It's a self-destruct. If you decide to abandon good projects and abandon it, you will come and meet it.
Now you said
hold on, let me finish. And that's exactly what I mean. If you also abuse office, and you deprive people of their fundamental right, citizens' right, one day you will leave that office, and your right will also be deprived.
Now you said a while ago that the government of Obaseki has not done any new project. there are those. I mean, this is a live television
program.
Yes. There are people watching.
No, has he commissioned any?
They are wondering. They are wondering if you truly live in this state. Have you been to the Ministry of Education, Iyaro? Is that a new project under construction? That project was raised. That project was raised by fire under the government of the APC.
Hold on.
But have you gone there?
It's like renovating Ogbe Stadium. You will say you started it. You are renovating. You are saying Minister of Education got burned down. You are trying to fix it. Market burned down. Are you the one that initiated it? 8 good years of governance. I want to see a legacy project that you initiated, started and finished, or a legacy project that you initiated.
But you're double speaking now.
Hold on. A legacy project that you initiated is still ongoing. Mm-hmm. I want to see it now.
But you're double speaking because you said a while ago that he ought to have continued with the project that he met. And the same you're saying that there's no project that he has started. I mean, that's on both sides.
You are confusing yourself, not me. You understand what I'm saying? I am saying that Edo Stormwater project was a very important project.
That he should have continued with.
Absolutely.
And that there is no project that he has initiated on his own.
Let me tell you, Edo Storm, look at it now. If it was not an important project, you will not be here talking about flood. No, you won't be here talking about flood. No, you won't. If it was completed, continued and completed, you will not be here. We will not be here talking about flood. It would have been a thing of the past. No, because governance is about priority. You must look at prioritization of project. Which one is far more important to the people that you must continue with? And I believe that Edo Stormwater project is a project that should have been continued with. It's a project that should have been completed by this government that was completely abandoned probably for politics or for, I don't know. But I know that and that is why we are all where we are today. We are all suffering it. We are all being punished for it. Including himself. Because very soon, in the next 4 months, 5 months, is out of there. Then he will not have all this, what's it called, AIDS, all this police, all this. No, he will drive. He will see the damage he has done to the state that he governs.
Is this not a difficult campaign for the APC because of the candidate you're featuring in this election?
You have tested one candidate. You tested Governor Obaseki. He failed. And you are telling me you cannot justify Governor Obaseki's performance. You can't justify it. The issue here is about we gave a political party 8 good years and he has failed. You are talking about a man that is incoming, that you have not tested. Are you following me? A man that has just been a senator less than a year. You understand? But as far as I'm concerned, this man has engaged in so many community activities, so many community work, even before becoming a senator. He's known in his community, he's known by his people, and that was why he was elected. You understand what I'm saying? So when you are saying he's not competent, it's not that. This is an elected and a sitting senator. People elected him. His people had trust in him, and they elected him. So what are you talking about? And you are comparing him with a man that have not even tested the ballot box. A man that have never been a councillor. A man that have never been a chairman of council. A man that have never been elected in any category. You people bring strangers and test these strangers. And that is why we're having all this problem. A man that was elected by his people, a man that can speak his language fluently. You are bringing a man that uses interpreter to speak his own language, that does not understand the needs and the dialect of his own people. And you are telling me that he's competent for what? There is no evidence for that. You don't have any evidence when you say he's competent. Where have you tested him? You tell me. Has he been a chairman of a council in this place, in this city? Or an elected what's it called, councillor, or even a commissioner? He has never had any viable position. Any position will say, okay, yes, he was here, he did this, he did that. No.
But you said a while ago on Aleda that this man you're talking about has been part of the government, has been part of the system. When we're talking about the stormwater project,
no, that was Obaseki.
Yes, you said Aswe Udalo.
No, I said Governor Obaseki. No, you need to understand that it was Obaseki was economic advisor.
Okay.
Under Governor Adams Oshomele, he was part of that project. You understand what I mean?
Okay.
I didn't make mention of Aswe. I am always using Aswe. I'm always saying that. Look, Aswe is a man that we not known him. We didn't know him. So when you are saying he's competent for where? How? Where? Have you tested him before? Have you tried him? Have you seen the work he has done? Now, he said he has been a banker, an economist. economist, I want to know how many community projects that you have personally funded in your community, that you have personally funded for your people. I want to see. So if you say you have been a bank manager, you have been this and you have been that, which means you had personal capacity to help your people. I want to see how much help you have helped your people. It's very important that we begin to recognize this important aspect of governance. The people coming in to take over, check their background, check what they have done for the community, whether they are in or out of power of government, it doesn't matter. What matters is their commitment to community development. That is what matters to us.
The APC is not offering any better alternative because it's not reflected in the message. Even the candidate is not speaking to Edo people. Isn't that a challenge for the party?
You are very wrong. I've challenged you just now. What
is the APC's message in this election?
A man that has been elected, a man that is a current sitting senator, you said is not competent, a man that whose confidence has been reposed upon to represent his community.
I'm not the one saying it's members of the party that are saying that.
You are from Edo Central. Yeah. He's your sitting senator.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he is not, I want you to challenge me on that. You understand?
No, but what's the APC's message now? The message of APC in this election. Yes. And how do you think that resonates with the people?
Infrastructural development. We are going to initiate projects that will touch the lives of the people. Not all these fictitious projects, physical projects that you can see, that you can feel, that you can touch, projects that will touch the lives of people. We shall deal with the deplorable road condition with good drainage system, comprehensive drainage system. Go and check the one Oshomele did. They are still there and they are working fine. We shall also review and look at the Edo Storm water project and ensure that that water project is completed, because we are determined to remove flood from Benin. We are determined to do that, and we are going to do that. Are you following me? We are going to look at physical infrastructure, education. We are going to look at schools. We are going to build modern schools. The government of Obaseki did not build any school for 8 years. We are going to build more schools, and we are also going to fix and modernize the current ones that we have. Hospitals, we are going to build modern hospitals. Obaseki promised 3 specialist hospitals across the 3 senatorial districts. Do you have anyone in your senatorial district? Just show me the foundation. None. But I'm telling you that we are going to build hospitals, comprehensive hospitals for our people. We are going to ensure that students are carried along, market women are carried along. We are also going to prioritize the welfare of the civil servants. We are not criticizing him on the issue of welfare of civil servants. But we are saying we are going to continue from there and ensure that civil servants also feel the impact of governance. And that is what we are saying. We are going to provide our people good governance. We are going to respect the traditional institution. Our Oba, we are going to respect him. We are going to ensure that his place in this state is restored. His glory is restored. We will not tolerate a situation where our Oba is treated with disdain. We will not tolerate it. This is our king, and we have respect for him. And we will not tolerate anybody casting aspersion and trying to break down the powers of our king. We will not do that. We will restore that glory at the appropriate time.
All right.
But I'm telling you, we have a lot of message. We are beginning to campaign, and we are going to put all our message on print, and we are going to circulate it. Our campaign council was inaugurated a few days ago, and we are about to start campaigning. Okay. From today, you begin to hear our message.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable Pius Alila, the Deputy Director of the South APC Campaign Council, sharing some thought with us on what the party is doing to return to power in the September 21 Edo State governorship election. I'm sure we're going to be having more of you here to engage some of these issues. Absolutely. Thank you for coming.
God bless you. Thank you so much.